Did the Cuphead Show make a deal with the devil?
Ooh, I love it when they rap.
While Netflix has made its mark in live-action television with shows such as Stranger Things and Lucifer, they have similarly made an impact with animated TV shows as well, with shows such as Big Mouth and Bojack Horseman drawing in a number of fans over the course of their runs.
Sometimes I feel like my whole life is just a series of loosely related wacky misadventures.
The Cuphead Show is Netflix's latest animated series. Based on the video game Cuphead, the show follows the adventures of Cuphead and Mugman, two brothers getting into adventures. With Chad Moldenhauer and Jared Moldenhauer, the creators of the video game, on board as executive producers, the first season was released in February 2022, featuring a voice cast that included Wayne Brady, among other talented actors.
It's your number one calling.
Who?
King Dice, your number one.
Now fans of the show have received the announcement that Netflix has renewed the series for a second season, with the addition that the new season will arrive in the summer of 2022. However, rather than this news leading to excitement, it has led to an uproar instead. Here's why.
You two are nothing but trouble. We love trouble.
News of the Cuphead Show being renewed for Season 2 was met with a major correction, as Twitter user Crimson Mayhem pointed out that the announced second season was not actually the second season, but the second half of the first season. The user added that this was part of a contractual loophole that allowed Netflix to pay the show's creative team less. They tweeted, "Just a heads up, there isn't going to be a Season 2 for the Cuphead Show. Netflix are doing a dirty move by splitting the half of Season 1 into 2 to avoid paying high salaries for the animators and writers. Why? Because it's animation and not live action." Artist Lauren Duda, who goes by the handle Laza Draws on Twitter, confirmed this, adding an insider's view to the proceedings by highlighting that the episodes that were part of this purported second season had already been made. Duda tweeted, "As an artist who worked on this show, I had a brief moment seeing this where I thought, oh we get to make more? But no, we haven't been renewed for anything. The eps were always intended to drop in small batches. We were only hired for one episode order. It's not a new season."
Oh, shut up!
Unfortunately, the original order of the series seems to confirm that there aren't actually going to be any new episodes. Twitter user Blank Samuel asked, quote, "Wasn't it greenlight with 48 episodes when it was originally announced a few years ago?" With user Wacko King replying with confirmation of that being the case. Reddit user Comfortable Waste 3381 raised the same point on the Cuphead subreddit in January, showing a screenshot of an article from Animation Magazine pointing out that 48 episodes had been ordered, which seemed at odds with the first season, which had only been 12 episodes long.
Oh, here he goes again, correcting me.
User ProThrowhead pointed out in response that only 12 episodes have been released, but more had already been made, with Netflix waiting to release them at a future date. Animation Magazine itself, however, has since amended its article on the show to indicate that only 36 episodes have been ordered, but maintained that Netflix intends to release the episodes in 3 separate batches, saying that, quote, "Some of the initial 36 episodes, which will premiere over 3 separate drops, are presented as 2 and even 3-parters. This is borne out by the number of episodes in the first release, as 3 discrete releases of 12 episodes each would add up to 36 episodes in total." Twitter user Manny Mater pointed out that Netflix wasn't the only streaming service that ordered episodes in one batch and then doled them out as multiple seasons, highlighting that HBO Max did the same thing with the animated show We Baby Bears. TV writer Lindsay Katai added to the conversation, pointing out that the HBO Max animated series Infinity Train, which Katai worked on, did not order additional episodes despite technically running for 4 seasons. Katai tweeted, "Every season of Infinity Train was a part of our Season 1 contract, including the unproduced Book 5 script." Katai added, quote, "Season as used in the outside world in animation is now purely marketing. In contracts, seasons are 26 half hours, regardless of how they package it when it's released." Katai also went on to explicitly lay out the connection between a show's popularity and how it affects the contracts of the creative team, and how these orders affect things. She wrote, "How popular a show is aids workers in negotiations. Now that a whole season can begin and end in just one production order, we have no way of leveraging the popularity of our work, and that sucks."
Ah, nuts. I guess I lose.
Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more SVG videos about your favorite things are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.